Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for all my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And this is an opinion-based video channel where I try to open your eyes and ears up to some of the travails and tribulations that take place throughout our cities, our states, our country, and sometimes around the world. And this one I got for you is straight out of Texas. And this is a cautionary tale that has everything to do with mental illness, gun violence, safety at the workplace, harassment, and also obsession. And what this man did to one of his female co-workers was diabolical, destructive, and led to her death. You got to hear this story. Please follow and listen. And this is a true enlightenment about keeping your head on a swivel, paying attention to what's going on around you at home, out in the community, in the city, and definitely at work. And untreated and undiagnosed mental illness is at the top of our medical paradigm, and it should be at the top because there are a lot of individuals that are walking around with untreated mental illness, which can lead to self-destruction and to the destruction of others. And this is what this story led to. Obsessed man shot co-worker because she took long breaks at work, police say. Police say that a Texas man obsessed with his co-worker shot her 5 times and killed her because he believed she took breaks that were too long without his permission, according to local reports. Travis Lee Merrill, 51, is accused of shooting Tamara Colanzo at the Allegiance Trucking Office building in Denton County, Texas, on Thursday morning before police arrived at the scene and arrested him. He has reportedly been charged with first-degree murder and is being held on a $10 million bond. In a statement to KDFW about the shooting, Allegiance Trucking said the company is providing support to the victim's family and the rest of our employees who, thankfully, were unharmed, and we have closed our Louisville office indefinitely. We are also working closely with law enforcement during this ongoing investigation. We ask for the community support as our company has unfortunately joined the growing national community of workplaces affected by gun violence. Here's another case of senseless gun violence that took place at work, a place where you should be safe and be able to do your job and go home. According to an arrest warrant affidavit obtained by KDFW, he was obsessed with Miss Colanzo and began getting increasingly angry by her taking what he considered to be unauthorized long breaks during work hours, as well as not paying any attention to him. The document also said that prior to her death, Colanzo had reported Merle's behavior to HR. Merle was reportedly required to speak to a counselor before returning to the office. So she went to HR about Mr. Merle. The affidavit reportedly states that Merle said Colanzo had begun avoiding him, and he began purchasing guns as she had caused him pain, and he wanted her to feel pain. So he intentionally planned to shoot her at work with everyone there. So this was a conscious effort to take this woman out because he claimed she ignored him and she took long breaks. Ms. Colanzo sustained 2 gunshot wounds in her arm, 2 in her chest, and 1 in her leg. And after police found her underneath her desk, she was taken to the hospital where she died from her injuries, Local 12 reported. Louisville Police Department's Public Information Officer, Rachel Roberts, told Newsweek, "We are saddened by the tragic loss of a woman in our community due to violence. Her life and potential were taken far too soon, and our thoughts are with her family and loved ones." So it's a short one, getting straight to the point. You have a gentleman, 51 years old, middle-aged, who decides that he wants to take full control over his co-worker, Ms. Colanzo, and felt that he had a certain obsession about her. This is Mr. Travis Lee Merrill, 51. He decided to concoct in his brain that he had this minion kind of ideology about this lady, and this focus, this minute focus on her continually. Instead of him just doing his job and going home, he becomes obsessed with her. And then when she was not reciprocating his advances, she even went to HR. She was not reciprocating his advances, wanted to be left alone, and he made the ultimate decision to take the woman's life, saying that she took long breaks to avoid him. If this story is not encapsulated around mental illness, I don't know what story would be. It's also it's a cautionary tale to keep your head on a swivel, utilize the 5 senses that God has given us, trust your gut, and protect yourself by any means necessary. Gun violence, mental illness, harassment at the workplace are all at a boiling point in today's society. There are many, many unstable people that are out here today. And it's very important for you not to only protect yourself, but protect the others that are around you. And if you see something or someone that looks a little off kilter, raise your voice to the loudest crowd that you can find. This is unfortunate. I don't know if there was anything that could have been done to prevent this. Some of these crimes are just unpreventable. In a sense, they come out of nowhere. I don't think anybody at this trucking company expected any of this to happen, let alone Miss Colanzo. And this man made the ultimate decision to do the most inhumane thing that you can do to someone, and that is to take their life based on this obsession he had stuck in his head about this lady. Tell me what you think about this story. This has been the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth in a positive, righteous, and God-fearing way. And trust and believe. The things that are unbelievable become believable, and the unforeseen will become seen. We have to pay attention. There is a lot of chaos and disruption going on in our cities, in our states, and in our country, and we have to do a better job.